Well, hey there, folks. Good day. Today we've got another beginner guitar video. We're going to pick up sort of where we left off, just kind of exploring what we've learned so far. We've learned the G major chord, C major chord, D major chord. Got you doing exercise. Got you a major scale. And power chords. Then we worked in palm muted, right? Okay. Now today we're going to add in just like some stuff you can do. Combine your chords with your scale to start making, songs or music. I mean, it's all music, but, organizing in a way that makes a song that maybe you enjoy. We'll start with one of my favorites, okay? But I got to teach you a new chord for that, sort of. I'm going to show you the E minor chord. You can do this with a power chord, but we're going to whip the E minor chord in there real quick. E minor chord's pretty basic. Sixth string is open. And then you've got two for your frets on the A string. A string, you want to be on the 2. D string on the 2 with your middle and ring. You can, whatever fingers are more comfortable. You just got to remember that, maybe, right, if you're going from that G down to that, might as well leave your pointer where it's at. Okay, open, 2, 2, open, open, open. Okay, and then we're gonna noodle around with what you've learned and use some stuff from that scale. So let's start with, say you want to make a little riff using the G major chord and use a little bit of that scale. So we're going to work in a slide, pull off. That's a slide. That's a pull off. Pull off. Learning new techniques today. Pull off. When you do a pull off, this finger, make sure it's hitting these strings in such a way that they're muted. That's called muted, when you can just, but no note. But the one you're pulling off to is fretted. You're pushing on it. Now, when you go to opens, it always helps with this hand to kind of cover those strings one way or another. I find as I get closer to the bottom, I just kind of stick my fingers between the strings. But you can also still kind of mute with this finger too. Whatever feels comfortable to you, but pull off. Going around your G major scale. Okay, so that's the pull off, and then we have the slide. You can move that around the scale too. Little baby slide. Okay. So now we're going to take that G chord and we're going to do kind of a happy little shuffly thing with some slides and stuff. Okay. Take G and go. What did I do there? We switched up to your C chord. Now, you may notice I'm not fretting all of the notes of those chords. Just the bottom few. Just the bottom few. You don't need all of them, and you don't need to strum everything, okay? And again, this is up to your discretion. This is so that you can write music that you enjoy. Do I want to hit the whole chord? That's up to you. If you do, do. If you don't. Just use parts of it. You can use power chords. Whatever, here, I'll kind of play that same example with a power chord. Whatever way you enjoy hearing, or maybe you don't even want to play anything like that. Maybe maybe slides and that blues thing is not your deal. But if it's not, hang on. It's still good to have those techniques, because maybe there's something you want to do in the future, or something you hear in your head. You're like, how do I do that? Well, that technique might still do that. You know, it's not just for bluesy stuff or country stuff. But yeah, take those ideas. Okay, I've given you slides and pull-offs, and combine that with the things we've already covered, and see, you know, find some stuff that you enjoy. You know, if you're into, you know, a little bit darker rock, a little more, I don't want to say metal, but hard rock, you know, you can really get down to that low E with some of this stuff. So like, there you go. So, yeah, we didn't really add much. I'm just trying to give you ideas that you can use to take the knowledge that you have. Because this is just guitar. There's no theory or anything. This is, I mean, you'll watch all the videos, but if you just want guitar and technique and to have a good time and play it, that's what we're doing with this group of videos that are guitar specific. I'm going to work one more thing in there as far as technique. This is just technique stuff for playing guitar. And the reason for it is it can give your playing a little more attitude. We're gonna work a bend in there. Nothing crazy. No crazy vibrato just yet. You can start working on it and see if you can find the feel for it. Right. See what you think. But just put a little, when you do the, give it a little, you know what I mean? Get them Steve Vai faces going on. Sorry, it's too far today. Too much. Anyhow, pull-offs. Work them with the opens. You know, like you could do a sequence. So that's pull-offs. You can take those, work sequences, keep working on your palm mutes. You know, I just realized I never discussed picking downward stroke versus alternate. I'm sorry for that. That probably should have been a little earlier. It's kind of just how it sounds, right? Down strokes. Slant your pick up towards yourself just a little bit. I'll slide over the string a little nicer. Just down strokes. That's down strokes. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, like we talked about. Or you can alternate pick, which is down, up, down, up. Okay, and that looks like this. Down, up. Try to keep it in your wrist, maybe even a little thumb joint, a little bit of that. Okay, and as you work on your scale, work on doing it with alternate picking or just down. Try to be able to do both. You kind of want to be able to do both. But I'm sorry I didn't talk about that right away. Hopefully it didn't ruin the whole thing, huh? Anyhow, as usual, you're going to do awesome. You're going to learn this stuff quick. Just keep practicing at it. You'll do fine. Have a wonderful day.